Hello everyone, welcome to another game of Squirrels Baseball. We are finishing up this series against the Dodgers. Got two comfortable wins in the first two games, 6-1 and 6-2 respectively. So we've got an off day tomorrow, so we are putting the bench lineup in, or one of the bench lineups. Let's move you here, move you here. There you go, that looks like something we can go with. So, as I mentioned yesterday, the Dodgers, I think, are now 3 games behind the Diamondbacks for the series, or the division lead, rather. The good news for the Dodgers is that we get to go host the Diamondbacks at our place starting on the 4th, so they've got some time to get all these games back. Same lineup we've been seeing out of the Dodgers. Brad Penny on the mound, who we'll get a close-up here in just a moment. I did look up a little bit on the, I don't think I said it here, but I put it in the recaps that are always linked after these videos. Scobie was drafted just this past June, so he just got fast-tracked to the majors. I don't remember who their other draft pick was. I think it was a pitcher that we have not seen, I think still on their AAA roster. Analyzer IQ, who just absolutely owned us every time we saw him, is now a Mariner, and apparently has been all year, so we don't have to worry about seeing him this year. Unless it's going to be in the World Series, I guess, which is a possibility. Mariners are having a pretty good season. Phil starts off the game with the ground ball back to Brad Penny. One away, here's Sweeney. That's popped up. Pearsall's going to field it right on the infield grass. 2 quick outs. Here's Quentin, who will bat left-handed. He looks at a strike on the outside corner. And that splitter down and away. Swing and a miss, make it 1-2. I think this is already the longest at-bat in the game. Right back up the middle, that'll be a base hit, a 2-out single to open the offense for some value of offense. Here is Terry. He's had a pretty good series. Though couldn't get one out of the park, at least to this point. Came awfully close back in the first game. He's got a 1-1 count at the moment, and he will look at strike 2. Fouled that pitch away. We'll try again. Splitter outside. We've got a 2-2 count. 2 away. Runner on first. And a pitch in the dirt. Full count. Runner will be off. Terry looks at strike 3. Squirrels get a hit, but no runs. Rafael Furcal will lead things off again for LA. Did you see the lineup we came up with the subs in? Stitch on the mound today. Furcal does have a couple hits in this series, but I still wouldn't say he's had a real good time. He's had a lot of strikeouts over the last couple games. And he is down 0-2 here as he swings and misses at a high fastball for the first out of the inning. Matt Merton, it also feels like has struck out quite a bit in this series as he swings and misses. Though he might have had a few more hits than Furcal has. He's going to ground this one to second for the second out of the inning. So here's James Loney, who I feel has done better, but not spectacular. Not sure anybody's done that great against us. Again, it was 6-1, 6-2. Like, can't expect anybody to really be doing that great for the Dodgers. Loney strikes out swinging. That'll end the first inning. No runs as we move into the second, where Frank will lead things off for the Squirrels. First pitch to Frank is in the dirt. I didn't grab a drink before I started this. I'm regretting that now. Might have to pause here in a moment to go fix that, but we'll get through this inning anyway. Frank has a 2-1 count. Into the air. It's shallow center. Jones is not going to make it there. Not the best hit ball, but well placed. That's going to be a leadoff single and bring Miyake to the plate. He will take strike one. Take strike two. Watches that pitch inside. Miyake had a hot streak, but he's cooled off considerably in his past few games. He's gotten a chance. He's worked a full count, though, and he will take a free base. Runners on first and second, still nobody out. Martinez at the plate, who's probably having his best offensive season, hitting .253. There's many years where he doesn't break 200. He's got a 1-2 count in this at-bat. He will foul this one off. We'll try again. That fastball stays high. 2-2. High hop, but it's going to go foul. Still 2-2. Ground ball. This will go back to Penny. He will not... I didn't know if he was going to get anybody. So ends up being a swinging bunt. 1 out, 2 runners in scoring position for Joey, who takes strike one. Grounds this one foul. Infield is pulled in. It's an 0-2 count. This would be a huge strikeout for Penny. He doesn't get it, though. Instead, it goes over Pearsall's head. 1 run already in. Here comes Miyake to score 2, and the Squirrels are up early, 2-0. Stitch is at the plate. Still only 1 out and a runner on first. And there's a wild pitch. Moves another runner into scoring position. And now Stitch showing bunt. He does not get that down. It rolls foul. Shows bunt again. Not sure he needs to do that with the runner on second. Pulls it back. It's a 2-1 count. He's still showing bunt. Pushes it foul. Now 2-2. Looks like he'll swing away. Looks at a ball low. It's another full count. And now Stitch is bunting again. Pulls it back for a walk. Second walk of the inning. 2 on. Phil back up for his second at-bat. He ground back to Penny in his first at-bat. Looks at strike one. Swings and misses. Penny only struck out 1 squirrel the first time through. There's the second strikeout of the day for the second out of the inning. Here is Sweeney, who might have been that strikeout. I can't remember for sure. It's got a 1-1 count. Make it 1-2. Called high strike. Up the middle, Penny's able to knock it down and get out of the inning. The Squirrels score 2 on 3, well, actually 2 hits in that inning. Andrew Jones is going to lead off for the Dodgers. I am going to pause here and go get a drink. Should just be a quick second for you. Okay, let's get going again. Stitch will start Jones off with the fastball, and he swings through it. Hits this one into center field for the first Dodgers hit of the day. Thought Joey had a stab at it, but couldn't quite get there. Brings Andre Ethier to the plate. He had a home run late yesterday. So I guess he could say he's had a good series. He's got a 1-2 count at the moment. Mask also hit a home run coming off the bench pinch hitting in yesterday's game. I wonder if he's their normal DH, but I guess we'll never actually know. Ethier strikes out, brings Widger to the plate. For having awfully good numbers, I feel like he's not done a lot in this series. Don't remember what he did when they were at our park. He strikes out on 3 straight pitches. 2 away, here's Pearsall, who has also struggled at the plate in this series. Has turned some double plays, even though he's not particularly quick at that turn. He's got an 0-2 count at the moment. He will strike out swinging, and that will end the inning. 2-0 Squirrels as we move into the third, where Quinton will lead things off. Quinton had a base hit up the middle in his first at-bat. Looks at strike one. Hits a line drive. That will stay fair down the right field line. Another single, and that will bring Terry to the plate. Oh, he was the one strikeout the first time through the order. I do sort of remember that now. He had a full count and looked at a curveball. Oh, swings at a wild pitch. It will move Quinton to second, but Terry with an 0-2 count. This one just misses inside. Hits this one, pulls it well foul. And a swing and a miss for his second strikeout of the day. Here's Frank. He singled into center field in his first at-bat. Looks at strike one here. Looks at strike two. Swings and misses at strike three. 2 away, runner still in scoring position for Miyake, who drew a walk in his first at-bat, or first plate appearance. That foul ball barely made the crowd, just outside the screen. Hits this one right to second, Pearsall to first, and that will end the inning. Squirrels still up 2-0 as we go to the bottom of the third, where Scobie will lead it off. Stitch, high fastball, and he gets the call. I'm not sure he should have, but I'm not the umpire. That one definitely not a strike. 1-1. Scobie with a bloop towards short. Joey's able to glove it. 1 away. Here is Brad Penny at the plate. He will hit a ground ball to short. Joey over to first. 2 away. Dodgers will start their second go-around. Furcal struck out in his first at-bat. 1 of 5 strikeouts the first time through the Dodger order. Furcal looks at strike one. Swings and misses at a changeup. Grounds this one foul. Still 0-2. Called strike three, a slider to the outside corner. I guess that qualifies as a backdoor slider. And that will end the inning. We go to the fourth. Squirrels still up 2-0, and they will start off with Martinez at the plate. Martinez ground out to Penny in his first at-bat. It was a productive out. It moved both runners into scoring position, which then led to the 2 RBI single from Joey. He's got a 2-1 count at the moment. He will swing and miss at a curveball to make it 2-2. Looks at strike three. 1 away. Here's Joey. As mentioned, had the 2 RBI single in the second inning. Pops this one up. Penny's going to take it himself just off the mound over on the third base side. 2 away. Stitch drew a walk in his first appearance. And he watches that splitter down in the dirt. That pitch right down the middle. Oh, I just realized I meant to do a little bit of cooking before I started this game. Oh well, do it afterwards. Just gonna make a pasta salad to chill in the fridge for dinner. That's alright. 2-2 count, 2 away. Nobody on base, and Stitch will ground this towards third, but it heads foul. Still 2-2. Popped up. Scobie goes back, and he will make a bit of a leaping grab. And that ends the top of the fourth inning. 2-0 Squirrels. Matt Merton will lead things off for the Dodgers in the bottom half of the fourth. He ground out in his first at-bat. I want to say to Joey, but I'm not super sure. Actually, no. I think he went to second. He strikes out in this at-bat, and that will bring James Loney to the plate. Struck out in his first at-bat. Swings and misses at a fastball. Another called strike. Makes it 0-2. Fouls this one away right over the Dodger dugout. Kind of foul ball that could hurt somebody. Changeup just misses inside. Very good 2-strike pitch. Goes back to the changeup and gets a swing and a miss. 2 away. Here's Andrew Jones. Has, I do believe, the only Dodger hit to this point. As he looks at strike 1. Swings and misses to make it 0-2. Hits the ground ball to short. Joey will take care of that. And we will move on to the 5th inning. 2-0 Squirrels. Phil's going to lead things off for Indianapolis. Phil is 0 for 2, ground out and a strikeout. Hits this one into shallow center, and it's going to fall in for a base hit. 3 fielders, and none of them could quite get there. Brings Sweeney to the plate. He will look at a strike on a curveball. Takes a fastball for strike 2. He'll hit a line drive into center field. Jones cuts that off to keep things at 1 base. Runners on first and second, but nobody out. Quinton, I believe, is 2 for 2 in this game. Looks at strike 1. That curveball stays outside. Ooh, a borderline call. Penny gets the benefit of the doubt. And a ground ball. This could be a double play. No throw back to first, so the only out was at second. Leaves runners on the corners for Terry, who has struck out twice today. Only 1 out as he fouls the first pitch straight back. And then a fastball in the dirt. There's a high curveball, does not get down in time. A swing and a miss on a fastball. 2-2. It was a dangerous pitch, but Penny pulled it off and then gets a splitter on the outside corner for strike 3. So that'll bring Frank to the plate. He, I think, is 1 for 2. And he's definitely got 1 hit. I don't think he got a hit last time up, but I don't remember what he did do. This looks promising. Nope, Jones got there. Squirrels threaten but do not score. Still 2-0 as we go to the bottom of the 5th inning, where Andre Ethier will lead things off. Ethier struck out in his first at-bat. Hits this one right back up the middle. That's going to roll all the way to the wall. So a leadoff double. That's, oh, I think he managed to hurt himself going into second base. He's going to give it a try. Here's Widger. I think he struck out on 3 pitches, actually, if I remember right. Looks at strike 1. Looks at strike 2. Looks at strike 3. 1 down. Here's Pearsall. I want to say he ground out to second, but I could be wrong about that. It's got a 1-1 count at the moment. Fouls that one away. That'll make it 1-2. Oh, that slider misses low. Stitch thought he had it. I thought he might have too. That one misses outside. We got a full count. Looks at a changeup for strike 3. 2 away. Scobie is probably going to have to get a base hit if the Dodgers want to cut into this lead. Fouls the first pitch back. Looks at strike 2. Ground ball, but it's going to be foul, so he'll get another crack at it. That fastball misses outside. 1-2. He chops a high fastball over to first. Terry picks it up and steps on the bag, and the Dodgers threaten but do not score. We go to the 6th inning. The Squirrels are leading 2-0, and they will bring Miyake to the plate. He has walked and ground out so far. Penny's starting to wipe his brow. The Dodgers starters have not gone deep into the games thus far, so I'm sure they would love to get 6 innings out of him. Miyake puts that ball into left center for a leadoff single. Brings Martinez to the plate. He has ground out and struck out so far. First pitch is pulled outside. Runner takes off on a swing and a miss, but Miyake is in there safely. I think that's the first time we've tried to run on Scobie. Arm looked pretty average. Martinez pops this one up for Call waiting for it. Miyake will have to go back to second. Here's Joey with a runner in scoring position and one out, and they are going to intentionally walk him. She has driven in both runs so far today, so maybe that's not such a bad idea. We do want Stitch to pitch the bottom half of the inning, though, so he'll get to bat, but Penny won't get to pitch. Here comes Esteban Loaiza, who we have seen in the last two games, probably right around this time of the game, actually. It's just there was a pitcher in between Loaiza and everyone else the last two games. Stitch has walked and fouled out. He looks at a fastball for strike one. Now he puts out a bunt. And it's going to stay fair right on the line. He'll be tagged out. Two runners in scoring position for Phil, who did get a hit in his last at-bat. Looks at strike one. Ground ball to second, and that will end the inning. So another threat, but still no runs. Squirrels lead 2-0. It's Loaiza's spot in the order to lead off. We'll see if we pinch hit here. Well, he's going to get to hit. Stitch already sitting on 10 strikeouts on what is presumably his last inning. Loaiza starting off with a 1-1 count. The old slow pitch softball count. That fastball blown by him. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. A high fastball, and Stitch gets the call. One away. Here's Rafael for Call, who has already struck out twice today. Looks at strike one. Oh, this seems to be the part of the game where he usually comes up with a hit. He's got a 1-1 count. Fouled away. That'll make it 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike three. Two down. Here's Matt Merton. He is 0 for 2. Ground ball and a strikeout. So he looks at strike one. Swings and misses. My nose is starting to run all of a sudden. Ground ball to Phil. He gets it to first. And that will end the 6th inning. Sweeney's going to start it off for Indianapolis, who still lead 2-0. Sweeney got a base hit his last time up. That sinker misses low. And that sinker was outside. There's a changeup in there for a strike. Fastball also in there for a strike. It's 2-2. Swing and a miss. Strike three. One down. Here's Quinton. He's 2 for 3 today. He will continue to bat left-handed. Pulls this one into the outfield. It's going to get over Ethier's head and land right at the base of the wall. So Quinton will cruise in with the 1-out double. Here's Terry. He has struck out in all 3 at-bats today. At least 2 of them. I can't remember for sure. He's got a 2-0 count to start here. And looks at a strike. Looks at another ball. It's 3-1. Taking all the way. It is a strike. It's a full count. Hits this one foul right by the Dodgers dugout. Not as vicious as the one that I think it was Ethier hit. Swing and a miss. Strike three. Terry not having a good game. Brings Frank to the plate. 2 outs and a runner on second. And a line drive right back up the middle. That's going to score Quinton. Frank will jog on into second base for an RBI double with 2 outs. Squirrels now leading 3-0. Still more competitive than the last few games have been. That's going to be it for Loiza. We've seen him every game, too. Kuroki Kuroda, who has generally been effective, although he's had to clean up a lot of messes, so his hold numbers aren't great, but he's come into a lot of jams. Gets Miyake to ground to short. That will be a hold. And it'll bring us to the 7th inning stretch. 3-0 Squirrels. James Loney will lead off for the Dodgers on the other side. Good enough. All right. No double switching today with the subs in, so we'll go get Johnston and put him just into that 9 hole. Your attention, please. Now, Indianapolis. Number 27, Johnston. All right, Loney has struck out in both at-bats today, and he will look at strike 1 here. That slurve just missed. Sinker went about 60 feet, I think. Ground ball up the middle. That'll be a base hit. Leadoff man aboard, I think, for the 2nd time today for the Dodgers. Brings Andrew Jones to the plate. He's 1 for 2. So he looks at strike 1. He hits a line drive into left, and that will get down for a base hit. Dodgers are going to end up with 2 men in scoring position. So now that run last inning looking significant. Or, well, I guess that was just in the top half of the inning. Here is Andre Ethier with a chance to possibly tie it. Looks at strike 1. Line drive into center field. It will get down. 1 run in. 2nd one on the way. Throw going home, but not in time. It is now a 3-2 ball game. Squirrels still holding on to a 1-run lead. Looks like Miyake didn't read that well. He might have had a chance to grab that if he hadn't broken back first. Still nobody out in this inning. Widger has struck out in both at-bats so far, and he will open up this one with the ball. There's a swing and a miss. Another swing and a miss makes it 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That's the first out. Here's Pearsall. I guess he did strike out both at-bats. He did not ground to second. Must have been thinking of one of the earlier games. He's got a 1-1 count right now. Swings and misses to make it 1-2. That fastball down and away. Ground back to oh, and he missed it. Not going to get 2 now. They do get the out at second, so there are 2 away. Scobie has hit the ball twice, but has not gotten a hit. Looks at strike 1. Runner is still on first. Scobie with the 0-2 count. Ground ball to second, and that will end the 7th inning. But the Dodgers score 2. It's a 1-run ball game as we go to the 8th inning. Martinez is going to lead things off for the Squirrels. Martinez is 0 for 3 today. His average has slipped below 250. Looks at strike 1. A pitch up and out. Hits this one to third. Widger, an easy play there. 1 down. Here's Joey. He is 1 for 2. He had a 2 RBI single and was intentionally walked. Had a pop out in between there. He's got a 1-1 count right now. He will put this into left field. That'll be a base hit right down the line. Joey is trying for second. And he will be in there safely. So we will pinch hit for Johnston. Going to put Marvin in here. He will bat left-handed. Looks at strike one over the outside corner. Ground ball to short, and that could be a 6-4-U-3 double play. Well, I mean, I guess it's not a U, it's not unassisted. So still 6-4-3, just there's a tag in there instead of a force out. Not exactly your traditional double play. All right. First time, and it feels like a bit we've seen Hermida. Just haven't been near as many save opportunities this year as there typically are. Let's hope he's rested and not rusted. Kuroda's going to get to hit here, which is a bit shocking in a one-run game. He looks at strike one. Swings and misses to make it 0-2. Ground ball that Joey will field. One down. Back to the top of the order. Furcal has struck out all three at-bats so far. Looks at strike one. Hits this one up the middle. That's his first hit of the day. Tying run aboard. One away, and here is Matt Merton, who is 0 for 3. Couple ground outs and a strikeout. A ground ball would be great right here, as he looks at strike one on the curveball and then swings and misses at a curveball. Threw another one, and this is pulled foul. Oh, I'll call that one a changeup. He gets a swing and a miss for the second out of the inning. James Loney has struck out twice and then singled as he watches that curveball bounce in. There's a called strike. Another swing and a miss will make it 1-2. Fastball just missed outside. 2-2, 2 away. Runner on first. Fly ball into left. And Frank's not going to get there, though. It will fall in for a hit. It almost bounces over his head. Leaves runners on the corners for Andrew Jones, who I think has 2 hits today. Fastball sails high. Swings and misses at a fastball. That one misses outside. It's 2-1. Misses again. 3-1. Tries to groove in a fastball, and thankfully Jones pops it up. Dodgers threaten but cannot tie the game. It's 3-2 as we go into the 9th inning. The Squirrels will try to add some insurance, starting off at the top of their order. At the top of the order is all subs today. Phil does have a base hit. I think just the one. Looks at strike one here. Watches that fastball bounce in. He's ahead of that breaking ball. 1-2. And that fastball runs inside. 2-2. There's a pop-up. Pearsall going just barely into the outfield grass. Makes the catch. Sweeney, 1 for 4 rather, so far today. Looks at strike one over the inside corner. Swings and misses to make it 0-2. That is a line drive into left center for his second hit of the day. 1 on with 1 out. Quinton is 3 for 4 so far. 2 singles and a double. Sweeney takes off on a hit and run, and it is hit right back up the middle. He'll try for third, and he will get there easily. Runners on the corners for Terry, who has not had a good game today. Puts this one into shallow center. It'll fall in for a base hit. Does score a run. 4-2 Squirrels. That's going to be it for Kuroda. Here comes Jason Schmidt. We have not seen him in this series. but I'm sure they don't want this to get any further away from them. Frank is 2 for 4 so far. 2 men on with 1 out. The ground ball foul down the first base side. Called strike over the inside corner, makes it 0-2. Swing and a miss on the changeup for the second out of the inning. So here is Miyake, who does have, I think, 1 hit on the day. Looks at a strike. That fastball stays high. And that one's outside. 2-1. Hit. Oh, it gets through the right side of the infield. Quinton's going to try to score, and he will make it there. 5-2 Squirrels, and that's going to be it for Schmidt. Here comes Steve Traxel, who ERA is not good, but he's actually been pretty effective against us. The game's still in save situation by a thread at the moment. Martinez 0 for 4 so far. And he will hit this first ball foul down the first base side. Hits this one into shallow left. Merton doesn't get there. That's going to score another run. 6-2 Squirrels, and now we're right back to where we have been the past couple days. Joey at the plate looks at strike 1. Bounced in changeup, makes it 1-1. Swing and a miss to make it 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Well, the Squirrels scored enough that we will not see Shibuya. We'll get zapped yet again. Andre Ethier will lead off for the Dodgers. All right, Ethier is 2 for 3 today. Starts off with the fastball for a strike. That is ground foul to make it 0-2. Fouled off again. Zap looking for a strikeout pitch. Gets a pop-up. Oh, it's going to make the screen, though. Maybe went over the screen, but there's a swing and a miss for strike 3. 1 down. We're going to get a pinch hitter. Widger has struck out in all 3 at-bats. He's got good numbers on the year, but I don't blame the Dodgers, especially when Mask homered yesterday. Just a line drive shot right over the center field wall. Looks at strike 1. That changeup misses outside. Goes back to it and misses up by Mask's head. That one well outside. 3-1. It's a grooved in fastball and Mask just missed it. Full count. The breaking ball is ground over to Phil for the second out of the inning. Dodgers down to their last hope. It's up to Pearsall, who is 0 for 3. 2 strikeouts and a ground ball. He'll look at strike 1. Grounds this one to first. Terry steps on the bag, and that is that. Yet again, your final score today, Indianapolis Squirrels 6, Los Angeles Dodgers 2. That obviously was a much more competitive game until the 9th inning when the wheels just fell off. Dodgers could not find the right pitcher. I guess Traxel was the right guy. All right, Joey's going to be your player of the game. Thank you, everybody, for watching. If you'd like to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, feel very free. We are off tomorrow, so we'll see you on the 4th to play the Diamondbacks. See you then.